Okay, next topic of the day. Here are my special guests. Timeout with Eric. We're going to get into who we are predicting to win the Heisman Trophy. Okay, college football season is not over. Playoffs has not happened yet. And we are filming this the third week of November. We're coming into Thanksgiving. And man, this I still can't call it. There's Jeanty, who is arguably one of the best running backs we've seen in the last decade in college football. Travis Hunter is one of the best, if not the best ever two-way player we've seen in college football. And there's Cam Ward, who has breathed life into a dying college football program, has been begging for the respect, trying to relive the glory days of the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, the Miami Hurricanes. Eric, man, D-Guy, talk to me. Who do you think is going to take and win this Heisman?
And man, this is exciting. College football has definitely got the juice injected into it. No offense to anyone who's out there injecting juices. But looking like you've got three main guys, as you mentioned, Jeanty, you've got Travis Hunter and Cam Ward. But one thing that you'll know about college football and the Heisman talk is we're always looking for the Heisman moment. So out of those players, I mean, Travis Hunter has had multiple. Cam Ward has led his team to multiple comeback wins, and any one of those can be listed as a Heisman moment. Jeanty, we don't get to hear as much about. He's a Boise State guy, but he's a dominant player, and if you watch the tape, he's ready to be on the NFL field right now.
I love it. Yeah, a guy like Jeanty can take over games. He can take over games, and he has eyes in the back of his head, bro. He's doing crazy. Like, you know how we saw Saquon Barkley? He did the backwards hurdle, which I'm like, huh? Did someone hit the rewind button in my TV glitch? Look, man, Jeanty is dope, man. Jeanty is elusive. He is a pinch of Shady McCoy with a pinch of Barry Sanders. I'm not saying he's Barry Sanders, but a pinch of it. That elusiveness. Whoa. I see a more elusive version of Shady McCoy, and then with that breakout speed, great hands, he can block as well too. This guy's a day one starter in the NFL. Matter of fact, have him on your fantasy football team. But I think for him to be considered a Heisman Trophy winner, I can't say it, and I'm leaning more towards Cam or Travis Hunter.
Same.
This is because we would need Boise, him to put that team on his back. He has a pretty good quarterback too. Let's not sleep on the quarterback, and there's some good receivers. It's a team sport at the end of the day, right? But this team puts the game on his back, and he keeps winning game after game after game. They would have to make a run in the playoffs for sure. They would have to make a run in the playoffs, and then maybe make it one game away from the national championship. I could see that happening. And then it would be Colorado ending early in the playoffs along with Miami. Then I could see maybe Jeanty winning it, but too close to call. But I'm gonna say no to Jeanty.
Okay.
Then there's Cam Ward. And Cam Ward, you mentioned it. You took the words right from me. You must have been looking at my notes. Cam Ward is the man, dude. This guy, he is. You and I talk on the phone. And by the way, Eric is like a brother to me. Eric is one of my best friends. So we have podcast sessions just on the phone that no one else will hear. We just talking football. I think is a better version of Josh Allen. Yes. And Josh Allen is elite. It hurts me to say that because I'm a Miami fan and he owns us totally. But Cleveland, if there was like, I don't know, like orange or browns hats that says, make Cleveland great again, you got to put Cam Ward's face on it, man, because I see Cleveland potentially getting him. I can see the Titans maybe getting them. Maybe the Raiders taking trade up. Cam Ward is my pick for who I think is going to win the Heisman Trophy. I think Miami even has what it takes to win the national championship or at least make it to the game, and that's because of Cam Ward. Who do you got for your Heisman?
My Heisman pick is Travis Hunter. I can't go against him. He's just too good. The dude averages over 12 yards per reception at wide receiver and is every week at least deflecting and almost getting an interception per game.
I love it. Matter of fact, fun fact to piggyback off what you said, he's had 3 games this year where he's had a touchdown on offense and an interception.
Exactly.
That's impressive. That's some Deion Sanders type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That is some Deion Sanders. And then he can make, you know what I mean? He can make some really, really great catches, man. His jump ball is crazy. He could one-hand it and elusive and slippery. I mean, he got the P. Diddy baby oil on him, man. You just can't tackle the guy. Pause.
Big pause.
The guy, the guy's a beast, man. He is a beast, man. And I love to see it. I can see if Jaguars get the first overall pick, I can totally take and see him going there. I can see a team that is quarterback hungry, and you take Travis Hunter because he is available. You know what I mean? And you take that chance, man. You take that chance. So he's worth trading several first round picks. Travis Hunter's going to be that good. It gets so confusing because where do you put him at DB? Do you all right, put him at receiver, but hey, a few games we're going to put him at DB if we're having trouble. What do you do? Regardless, I see him being a top 10 highest paid player in the league for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think you bring him in as whatever you want to bring him in as, and then have packages on the opposite end. So obviously, if he's brought in as a wide receiver because he makes more money that way, then so be it. But you're going to have packages where you have him slide in and, play DB for a little bit, or the other way around. Bring him in as a DB and then have a couple packages as wide receiver. That makes the game a little bit more predictable. So strategically, you have to be careful and tread lightly on that one.
I love it. I love it. One thing I'm sure you and I have common ground on. So I know your guys, Travis Hunter. I'm gonna go with Cam Ward. But what you and I think have in common is that both players, you can even throw Jeanty in there as well too, their teams heavily rely on them to win.
Exactly.
Colorado, and don't get me wrong, they have a quarterback, so they got Shedeur Sanders, man, the big dog, man, Shedeur Sanders, right? So you have him, you know what I mean, tossing the rock over to Travis Hunter. That's very helpful. Shedeur could easily be in this conversation as well too. Again, it's going to be how they finish, and that's what the Heisman race is going to come down to. Who can make it the furthest, because all these guys, all three of them, Jeanty, Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, they're all heavily relied on, man. So I think it's going to be, it changes week to week. This last week, I got to give it to Travis Hunter, right? But the week before last, well, Miami lost. But all the other weeks before, I was like, man, it was Cam Ward, man, putting the team on his back. So, interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to need for you guys is to comment below. Let us know your thoughts on who you think is going to take and win the Heisman Trophy, who will be hoisting it up in the air. And before you even take and comment, follow my special guest, Timeout with Eric. You don't even have to type it in. Go in the description of this video. The link is going to be right there underneath the description of this video, and you will see it right there. He has a bunch of hot takes. He covers NBA, NFL, so some professional fighting, a lot of great stuff in there. So give him a follow, and we'll catch y'all next time on The Touchdown. Thank you for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.